What's up, everybody? Hope y'all had a great day. Getting into this episode of GH, I'm gonna need Carly to get a belt, and I'm gonna need her to whip Jocelyn's little ass because this attitude of hers is getting so out of control. It's getting ridiculous. Like, who the hell does that girl think she is? Oh, what is Sonny doing here? Last time I checked, you are walking around in the house that he bought. He may not own it anymore, but he bought that house. He's lived in that house for years. You might want to show some damn respect. Like, this is why I wish Sonny would have fought hard to keep that house in the divorce, because you wouldn't be up in my house, even if I don't own it anymore, talking to me like you crazy. Like, I'm sorry, but no. Second of all, it's none of your business why he's there. He has business with your mother, not with you. He shares a child, well, multiple children, but currently he shares a minor child with your mother. So it makes sense for him to be there. It's none of your business why he's there. Stay in the child's place. Like, you may be a young adult, but you ain't grown yet, obviously, by your decision making and your choices. You're not fully grown yet. And it's like she doesn't listen when people talk. When people talk to her, it's like Jocelyn just don't comprehend what they're saying, because she's still upset with him because he didn't do her a favor. He doesn't owe you a favor. He doesn't owe that girl nothing. At the end of the day, he made it abundantly clear to her. If Dex wants out, Dex has to come to him like a man. If I was Dex, I would be embarrassed by Jocelyn. I would be very embarrassed. Like, your woman is fighting your battles. Like, your woman is going to talk to your boss about you. Like, that's embarrassing as shit. As a man, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Like, he's a grown man. He doesn't need a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if Dex wants out, Sonny simply told, her, tell him to come talk to me. He can come ask me himself. Don't send you. Even though Dex didn't send her, but still, it's like, why are you fighting his battles? Go sit down. And she has some entitlement to be upset about his engagement to Nina. Like, Sonny does not owe her a conversation. He doesn't owe her an explanation. He doesn't owe this girl nothing. What goes on in his private life is his business. He can get married to whomever he wants. He can marry a jellyfish for all anybody cares. That's his business. And I was actually glad that Carly spoke up and let her know, like, listen, if Dex wants out of working for Sonny, that's Dex's call, not yours. I'm like, exactly. She need to go sit down somewhere. She's frustrating. So anyway, moving on from that. Let me tell y'all something. I love me some damn Diane Miller. I ain't even gonna lie. I love Diane. Like, she is freaking hilarious. Like, she is just a breath of fresh air for me. You know what I'm saying? Characters like her that could just make me fucking laugh. I love that conversation she had with Nina, because Diane is just all about her money. Like, she was like, baby, she said, I rarely, if ever, give out free legal advice. I feel that. I felt that. And when she said that she was going to bill Sonny double for that conversation that she was having with Nina, I felt that too, because that's what I love about Diane. She be about her money. Like, she don't play about her coins. I love it. Like, any conversation she have with people, time is money. Let's go. Cut the check. I love it. Because it was kind of weird how Nina was asking her these personal questions. Oh, do you have someone special in your life? Why is that your business? Y'all not friends. And I'm glad Diane put her in her place and was like, yo, we're not friends. Simple as that. We're not friends. We're cordial, but we're not friends. Like, my personal life is none of your business. Because Nina talking about, oh, I want to be friends with Sonny's friends. Diane and Sonny are not friends. They're cool. They've known each other a long time, but whenever Diane and Sonny are together, it's strictly business. Like, it's a little bit of back and forth banter between them sometimes, and her giving her opinion on his personal life. But beyond that, they're not friends. Her and Alexis, that's a friendship. That's friends. They hang out. They go out. They go out to dinner. They talk. They catch up. Her and Sonny, they don't have that rapport. Like, it's not a friendship conversation. It's more business than anything. So I don't really view them as friends. So yeah, you're barking up the wrong tree with that friendship nonsense. Because for Diane, it's all about this. When she talks to Sonny, that's all it is. It's money. That's all. He's just a very generous client. Like, he's one of her biggest clients. So that's all she see with Sonny is dollars. That's it. Trying to keep him out the penitentiary, trying to keep his family members out the penitentiary. That's it's business for her. That's not friends. Um, and I'm glad Diane set her straight on that, because Nina is just doing too much. Like, she's saying here, oh, can I sue the hospital? No. For what? Because they don't want to give you information? They don't have to. And I totally agree with Diane. If you want information, get it from Willow her damn self. Simple as that. And Willow obviously don't want you to know, otherwise she would have picked up the phone and called you. She know your number. She knows your number. Um, you know, I don't know. This whole who tipped off the SEC is getting weird by the minute, because I feel like it can go in any direction, because we really don't have confirmation on who tipped the SEC off. We really don't know. So I don't blame Sonny for wanting Diane to look into it and maybe use her connection to Robert to get that information. Even though I don't know if Robert gonna be willing to do it if he finds out like you're asking on behalf of Sonny. I doubt Robert would want to be helpful. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would he? He already don't like the fact that she works for Sonny. So I don't see him trying to help. Maybe as a favor to her, he might, but it's gonna probably come with some resistance. Um, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't blame Willow for wanting to keep Nina at arm's length, because Nina was horrible to her. Like, so I don't blame Willow for being, or feeling like I don't really want to give her a chance, because she feels like Nina is only being nice to her because she found out that that's her daughter. So she feels like it's not really sincere. So that's just something she gonna have to come up with. She just gonna have to think and figure out, like, do you want her in your life? Do you want to give her an in so y'all can kind of get to know each other on a different level? Try to make peace. That's something Willow gonna have to come up with. She gonna have to figure that out. Um, Nina is doing anything at this point to try to justify what she's doing, trying to justify sending Carly to prison. Um, because she's so worried that, the feds are gonna try to pit Carly, against Sonny or whatever, try to use her kids, as leverage or whatever, so that way she's in a position where she has to choose her kids or choose Sonny. I don't really think it's gonna come to that. I mean, they want her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she's not willing to give up anybody or flip or do anything, then she's gonna go down. Unless she can find an alternative way to get out this mess. But Nina ain't shit. The mere fact that she sat there in Olivia's face when Olivia was like, oh, everybody think Ned did it, but if it wasn't Ned, who was it? Nina really sat in her face like she don't know who did it. I'm like, Nina. That's what I'm trying to figure out too, though. Like, did Martin get to the SEC in time? Like, did he tip them off before they already knew? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of an interesting thing. But I also feel like they're trying to run with that narrative, like this story is just about who tipped the SEC off and not the fact that Drew and Carly are actually guilty, because they are guilty. It's like, I don't know. But I seen some people on social media saying that Nina's, always the town punching bag and stuff. I try to root for Nina, but she puts a lot of this on herself with her shenanigans, like the crazy talk, the delusions. She brings a lot of that on herself. Like, the more she digs a hole, it's making people not like her more and more. Even people who try to root for her is making it harder for them to root for her. You know what I'm saying? Because I have my days where I'm on her side. It depends on if she's sane that day. But if she's talking like she got some sense that day, then I'm on her side. But when she goes into that delusional shit, that's where she lose me. Um, I can't be on the side of delusion now. But anyway, moving on from that. Drew. Drew is so unnecessary in the Quartermain family. Like, he brings nothing to the family. I just feel like I don't know. I guess it's just to have another Quartermain around, I suppose, but he just adds nothing for me to that family. Like, he's speaking on things that he shouldn't even be talking about because you weren't there for none of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's sitting there trying to bring up the past, like, oh, how Tracy kept Edward's meds away from him while he was having a heart attack. Sir, you weren't even around during those times. Nobody even knew about you during that time. Like, why are you even speaking on an event that you had nothing to do with, that you did not know nothing about? You weren't personally there. You weren't here for a lot of the back in the day Quartermain shenanigans, so you shouldn't even be speaking on that. And I love how Tracy threw shade at him and Carly, because she didn't give a damn if Drew went down with Carly, because she was like, basically Drew shouldn't have been slumming in the first place. She was like, if Drew wasn't slumming it up with Carly, he wouldn't be in this mess. Um, I'm starting to think Tracy got an agenda where the SEC is concerned. I wouldn't be shocked if she did it and she's okay with Ned taking the blame. I wouldn't be shocked about that. She has an agenda. Deception is a part of her agenda. But if she turned Carly and Drew in, what's in it for her to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to get Aurora? Are you trying to get back into the ELQ game? Like, what you trying to do? Like, she's a question mark at this point. Tracy, her agenda for being back in town, it's a question mark. Ain't no telling what her end game is, and I'm very curious to know what it is. Drew was irritating me with BLQ, like trying to ask her, "Oh, is Tracy holding something over you?" Stop trying to act like you concerned about BLQ, because you're not. That little fake ass concern that he got for BLQ is a lie, because he just trying to use it to get dirt on Tracy. That's all it is. He trying to find leverage by showing BLQ some type of fake ass concern. That's why I really hope he don't get nothing. Um, Olivia is really irking my soul. Like, she really is. Like, sitting there in front of other family members, questioning Ned, talking about, oh, well, I wouldn't put it past you to do something like that. Oh, Drew does have a point. Like, she's on everybody's side except her damn husband. And I hate the fact that Ned has to grovel and try to prove to her that he didn't do it. It's so ridiculous at this point. It's like, I wouldn't be trying to prove nothing to her. I would just let her know, after 7 years of marriage, if you don't trust me like that and you can't tell when I'm telling you the truth, maybe you just need to go. Take your little hot ass back to Bensonhurst. I'm just saying. Like, if you're not going to believe, why are you around me? Why be married to me? Why have me adopt your child? You know what I'm saying? If you think so little of me, if you think so low, you know, it's like Olivia's being totally ridiculous. And you know what's crazy? That they got Anna pretty much propping the whole Robert Diane relationship. Like, even she was like, "Oh, Holly did you a favor by leaving and stuff like that." I'm like, first Felicia, now Anna? I said, wow. I wasn't expecting that though. Like, but you know what? At the end of the day, it worked out for the best. You know, like Holly and Robert, they have a storybook history that's never going to be duplicated. They have a love that's never going to be duplicated, no matter who he's with. But you know what? It's good that he's, you know, putting himself back out there in the dating scene, dating other people instead of waiting around for Holly to get her stuff together. So I'm not mad at it. You know, he needs to move on to, you know, greener pastures. I mean, Holly's going to continue to be out here doing what she do, and that's just not conducive to who Robert is at this moment. You know what I'm saying? He's on a whole different level right now. It's like he doesn't want to keep putting up the same things from her, so I can't say that I blame him. At some point, you got to grow up and move on. Um, so Michael done brought the kids or whatever to go see Willow. I didn't give a damn. Like, of course she's gonna be saved. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell was the point of this whole leukemia storyline or whatever. Like, what the hell was the point of all this? Like, the heifer gonna stay, so what's the point? We went through all that and she gonna live at the 5th hour? Like, come on, at the 11-hour save? Ugh. I felt like I just wasted like a whole year and some change of my life watching that story. I digress. I'm just saying, like, I was hoping she was at least gonna die or something. Like, don't dangle the carrot in my face. Shit. You know, gonna sit here and threaten me with a good time and then take away the good time. Like, the fuck. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comments, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Hope you all have a great Memorial Day weekend. I will see you all Tuesday. Peace.